Alabama takes on Oklahoma this Saturday. Huge game in Tuscaloosa. Really the last big home game, unless there's a home playoff game, right? We're going to get into that here on the Bama Tailgate Show. Make sure that you guys like and subscribe. We're brought to you by Pearl River Resort right there in Philadelphia, Mississippi. Time to get this show started. The Veterans Day edition of the Bama Tailgate Show. And that means Shank's off from work. I'm wearing green and a camouflage hat, although this is duck camouflage. I don't know if that's real Army-ish, but I was going to put this on. It's just a little too tight, so I didn't go with it today. Good to see you, Shank. Fresh back from Tuscaloosa and Bama versus LSU. What were your thoughts on the game?
Oh man, defense showed up, offense just enough. You can't be satisfied with that performance though, Mick. And you know what I'm saying? He's just in the grand scheme of things. We got to think bigger picture right now, and we're gonna play way better teams than LSU in this playoff run.
Right.
And defensively, man, you really can't ask for much more. I mean, we gave up a couple big plays, but other than that, man, we completely shut them down. Held them to only field goals, kept them out of the end zone, which that's what we got to do, man, especially when the goal is to win it all this year, because there are some dynamic teams out here, Mick. Some very dynamic teams out here in the country, and if we want to play with them, we got to figure it out offensively, man. We got to get some type of consistency and execution going on offensively because we're struggling at the moment.
Yeah, we're struggling, but the good thing is, and I guess I'm feeling good about the way that this team plays, because from a team perspective, the fact that we are getting few penalties and turnovers is going to put us in a spot, as long as we continue to do that, to win games, even if you struggle running the ball, even if you struggle getting into the end zone. And when you don't give up penalties and turnovers, and you got good players at a lot of positions, you're putting yourself in a spot to win. They've won 8 straight.
Absolutely, man. And let's talk about the clear difference in the run game when Daniel Hill has been in there compared to Jam Miller during that
Right.
game. God, man, I never thought I'd see that. But to Jam's defense, man, they got a lot of size, a lot of stuff schemed up from him going sideways, man. I seen us try to get into the buck sweep action a lot, where we're pulling 2 guards to the outside and trying to get around the edge, and it just doesn't look good, because once we get those guys pulled, the offensive tackle at the point of attack getting pushed so far back and giving them so much ground is just killing the plays, and we never got it ran good, and it's so much different when Daniel Hill's in the game from a play calling standpoint, because we're getting downhill right now.
Yeah. What can we do to get more yards from just the running game and to run it more effectively? Do you think it's more Daniel Hill, or do you think it's that the offensive line's got to do a better job in some areas?
I mean, our offensive line absolutely has to get better, because I think LSU punked us a little bit up front there, man. I didn't see anything from our side that just made me feel like we're really taking it to them up front at the point of attack. If anything, I felt like we were getting pushed back. We didn't control the line of scrimmage very well up front on the offensive line, I don't believe. But like I said, a lot of that has to do with some of the stuff we got going sideways, man. We need to get to more downhill run game. Because when Daniel Hill was in there, it was one cut and go. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? There was nothing to think about. Guys weren't pulling, man. We were getting hats on hats, bodies on bodies, making double teams go, getting up to the second level. And Daniel Hill was punching it down. You seen him on a 11-yard touchdown run or something like that he had.
Yeah.
He was just like, he was straight downhill, no cuts. He was just running into people, man. And I think we got to get back to more of that with Jam Miller as well, because at the end of the day, he's not the fastest back, but he's a sturdy guy and he can run into people, man. So we got to get him going downhill again.
Do you worry that the run game, or the lack thereof, is going to hurt Bama down the road, or do you think that they'll be able to pick it back up again? Because I feel like against Vanderbilt, you started to see the run game emerge. I thought they were running the ball effectively against Missouri until Jam Miller got knocked out with that concussion. And it feels like from that point on, we regressed with the run game.
Man, I think crazy enough, as bad as our run game has been, and when I say bad, I'm just speaking historically compared to historics, right?
Right.
Usually we're a traditional, very good running team, but now we do just enough now, man. You know what I'm saying? It seems like we do just enough in the run game to give us what we need, but we gotta have more, man. If we wanna be a consistent, explosive offense, that run game has to be a part of it. And
Yeah.
I think, you know what I'm saying? And I think at times when we put the ball on the ground, when we just really got to have it, we're really good in those moments when we just really got to have it, right? Um, but then there's other times where it's just like early in the game, it's 4th and 1, and you telling me we can't gain a yard, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so they put us in some spots sometimes, but at the end of the day, man, it's just like for the most part, when we need the run game, is there.
Yeah.
It's there. It's there in spots. I just need it to be way more consistent than what it is. It needs to be something that we can lean on and depend on at any given moment, and that's what'll make us good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's just where I am with that, man. We're just so inconsistent, and I feel like that hurts the play call as well because you just never know what you're gonna get, man.
Yeah. You
Uh,
compare Bama to Oklahoma run game wise, right? Bama's rushing 111.9 yards per game, Oklahoma 137. And then Oklahoma's only allowing 82 yards per game, and Bama's allowing 139, right? So that's the one area when you look at this matchup with Oklahoma that the Sooners clearly have an advantage on Alabama. But, we've kind of talked about it on this channel all week that this coaching staff wins without depending on the run game. The run game's a part of what they do, but this isn't Nick Saban's Alabama where the run game is the main focus and then everything else kind of works around it. It's the opposite. It's like everything works around the pass, but then you run the ball, and they do a lot of other things in there, which includes like screens and and sweeps and different stuff, like to try to set up matchups that are favorable and also kind of keep the defense off balance. I don't know, though, if that's going to continue to be effective as you face better defenses. And that's why this Oklahoma game is so important, because this may be the best defensive line that Bama's played this year.
Oh man, you got a point there, man. You have a point, but I will say every big game we've had, we've rose to the occasion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With all the doubts that we've had, I had the same doubts going into the Georgia game. I just don't know if we'll match that physicality, and we absolutely showed up ready to play.
Yep.
Um, and we did that throughout that whole stretch that we had. You know what I'm saying? When we had tough games, like we showed up when we needed to show up. And so it just kind of makes me feel hypocritical when I get on here and vent my worries because you know what I'm saying? I feel like we're some gamers, man.
That's
We're
what we're here for,
gamers.
though, Shank. We wouldn't have a show if we didn't talk about our worries. Well,
Man, yeah.
you read the comments. I mean, people are really, really worried about the lack of run game. But I'm gonna say this again. I'm gonna reiterate this to everyone. What matters is the score at the end of the game.
You're
How you
right.
get there doesn't matter. Now, it's to say, well, this could affect us down the road. Look, again, you got to have one more point than the other team. I said this to Jake yesterday on our show. Greg Maddox got to spend some time with the Hall of Fame pitcher for the Braves. Guy won 350 games. He won more Gold Gloves than anybody else. He said this to me one time, and I'll never forget it. He said, if I'm on the mound and we score 5, how many runs can I give up? Well, you can give up 4. He said, if we score 2, how many can I give up? 1. The way that you manage the game depends on what's going on in the game. This isn't going to be the days where Alabama walks out there and just blows everybody up. The teams are better. We're not as good. So you got to figure out a way to do what? Win the game. And I feel like that's why I'm confident in, and I'm not panicking on that run game. I feel like the run game isn't where we want it to be, but I think the chances are we're going to figure out the run game before it's going to cost us a win. Maybe I'm just wrong on that, but that's kind of how I feel right now.
I mean, I get what you're saying, Mick. I do. But golly, man, how many close games we gonna have to have? Are we pulling them out in the last second
A
before we
lot.
learn our lesson? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like we keep putting our hand near that hot stove, Mick,
Yeah.
and we get just close enough to feel the heat a little bit, but we don't want to burn ourselves yet.
Yeah, yeah. We
It's
got
just
burned in
like
the Florida State game. Look, the
we
penalties,
did, we
uh,
did.
we're one of the best teams in the country in takeovers and lack of takeovers, right? I mean, and I mean, we've got 16 turnovers and we've lost 6, right? Oklahoma's 12 turnovers lost and 7 gained, right?
Right.
We've done that with one of the toughest schedules in football. Not to say they haven't played a tough schedule, but we've played a tough schedule, tougher. And I just feel like those are the things that are going to lead us to winning or losing, but then you start turning the ball over and all of a sudden the margin becomes like this, right? So eventually we're going to have to run the ball. But the other part of it too is every game is different, right? Every game kind of plays out. You coach, you know what I'm talking about. Like
Yeah.
if it's a tight game, you coach it differently than if it's, hey, I'm trying to chase points, or we're going back and forth. And I feel like they've done a really good job, this coaching staff, of getting a feel for what the game is. And even when Bama's not in control, they're still in a spot where they're always a play or two away from being in control.
I get you. I get you. I mean, maybe that's just me still coming to terms with how much Bama has changed, man.
Yeah,
You
right,
know what I'm
right,
saying?
right, right.
I'm absolutely used to having a run game you can depend on. I'm absolutely used to being able to
You
go
block
out
for Derrick
there.
Henry.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. I guess it's heavy on the bias over here, Mick.
Yeah,
I come from a different cloth, man. And we ran the ball. We didn't care if you knew we were running it. Do something
right,
about it. You can't do shit about it. You know what I'm saying? And when we decided to throw the ball, we got damn Jake Coker down there launching 60-yard bombs
right,
at will. It's just, and I came from a team, Mick, where we just did what we wanted to do, and there was nothing you could do about it. It didn't matter the situation. It could be damn 3rd and 5, and we'll decide to run inside zone, and you could bet that we're expecting a first down. And so, Mick, I'm sorry if I'm worried that we're not converting damn 3rd and 1s, 4th and 1s on the ground with ease,
right,
because that's what I want to see. That's what'll make me more comfortable watching us, Mick. But
right.
it's just like, why does it always have to be like a huge completion on damn 3rd down? Why do we have to get in the red zone and decide to get cute all of a sudden after building up all the momentum and just killing the drive? It's just like that's the stuff I worry about, Mick. And we
Hmm.
wonder why the run game doesn't get into any rhythm. Well, to get into a rhythm, you need reps, Mick, and it has
Yep.
to be consistent reps. It can't
Yeah.
be damn sprinkle 2 carries here, a carry there. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Let's go play action after our damn second run attempt of the game or something
Yeah.
like
Right.
that. It's
Yeah.
just, and that's where I am. That's why I'm so damn worried, man.
Yeah. Right. Hey guys, I want to remind you about Mick Nation. Join Mick Nation, Avenue D. Hit that QR code right there, and you get a chance to win weekly cash prizes and other stuff on there. We put games up you can bet on. And the reason I'm saying that is that this right here, this hat is debuting at the Tailgate Show Friday at Innisfree, and we're going to be giving some of these away. This is the new Tailgate Show trucker hat. Well, if you're not
Nice.
going to be there 1 to 3 on Friday, then you got a chance to win that or one of these right here, or the classic, one of the classic versions of our hats. Take advantage of the opportunity, have a lot of fun, and stay connected at Avenue D. And again, we appreciate you guys and get in the comment section and share your experiences there and tell me what game you bet on. I had us beating Louisiana Monroe 75-0, and we won 73-0. And that was one of the closest of anybody that put the scores up this year on Avenue D's. And they were like, "Did you cheat?" I'm like, "No, I hate them. And I wanted to beat them by 100. I knew we wouldn't do that. But I figured we'd get them by 75. We got them by 73, right? And that goes back. But Mike Johnson, talked to him yesterday. He agrees with me on them. But he said something that was interesting too, and I'd love to hear your take on it. We were talking about the offensive line, and he said, "What you got to remember, Mick, is that like you look back at the Washington Huskies from DeBoer's last year that lost to Michigan in the national championship game, and they didn't rush the ball. As you know, they had issues running. I mean, when you talk about like where their running was comparably to the rest of football." And they still won the Joe Moore Award, you know, because it was more than just, hey, we're sitting here going to run block. You know, they were very effective, although they didn't run the ball for as many yards as, you know, as a lot of the other teams. So does that make you feel more confident in what they're doing? And maybe this is part of the game plan for Coach Grubb?
Hey, that's valid points were made there, Mick. I can't lie to you because at the end of the day, it is absolutely more than just run blocking. As the offensive line, man, it's one of the hardest positions to play. And I'm not saying we do a bad job at all up front, you know, and I do think that we are playing well. It's just my whole thing is the run game. Like, you know, I'm gonna go back to it, man. Like, it's gonna come a time where we need to be able to gain a damn yard
Mm-hmm.
on 4th and 1. And I just don't see us there yet, Mick. It's just like we've probably had more success putting Kane Proctor and Wildcat
Right.
than just turning around and handing it off to one of our backs. And that's what stresses me out a bit, man, because especially if we're going to get into a habit of playing these close games, right? And you know, we're going to play offenses where our defense isn't going to hold them to 9 points, and we can cruise by with a 20-piece, right?
Yeah.
Um, and that's more where I get worried, man. And I'm not saying offensive line wise we aren't playing good because I think we're doing what we need to do. Ty won't be as good as he is
Yeah.
without our offensive line. We're playing good ball up front, right? And
Yep.
so, yeah, but that's my thing, man. And, you know, you can still have strengths and still want to improve on your weaknesses, and that's what football's all about, right?
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
And that's all I'm saying.
They were 58th nationally rushing in 23 Washington. So I don't know how that affects Alabama, just other than the style might be different. We got to keep that in mind. Now, I want to ask you this, and if you watch Last Call on the Next Round with Jake Coker and me yesterday, first off, somebody, my man Keith, sent us these really cool Ocean City Green Turtle sweatshirts. And that's on the show. But
Nice.
that's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about I told Jake, I said, I have a friend and his name is Shank. And if they were describing that nickname as a homemade knife in a prison, people would be cool with that. If they were describing that nickname as, you know, the way that certain hams are made, that's fine. But if they were describing that as a missed field goal and the way the guy kicks the ball all jacked up, that would not be good. And now I bring up Connor Talty. How confident in Connor Talty are you? Because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not confident. Now, I like when he kicks it through, but when you miss the ones when you're right underneath like that, not good.
Hey man, hey, you know what's crazy, dog? I just feel like That's all the more reason that I think we're gonna win a national championship because we're having kicker issues, Mick. It's part of the historic lore, Mick.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? We've gone on to win national championships with kicker woes. And Talty is just playing this role. It's part of the script, dog. It's part of the champion script. Um, I think LSU kicker missed a kick in that same spot. So maybe it was just something with that spot. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it
I
was
don't try.
slick or something like I'm gonna give him the benefit of a doubt because at this point, Mick, what the hell are we gonna do?
I know we're
Who
stuck
else
with.
do we have? You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
he's not the worst I've ever seen at Alabama, but
He's
he's
not.
far from what we're used to.
Like I don't think anybody's gonna go take a dump in his cleats or anything like that. And so, man,
Hey, he misses a couple more of those chip shots.
oh my lord! He's really gonna be the villain if he loses the game. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I I, I don't think he's gonna put us in that position, man. He's been pretty good so far this year. It's just every dog has his day, man.
Well,
I'm,
when
tr-
I said that, when I said that I had a friend to Jake, that was the funniest part of the whole thing because it
Hey.
starts to laugh. All right, hey, look, we're brought to you by our friends at New Life Art.
In some places, football is a sport. In Alabama, it's a fine art. New Life Art is now accepting pre-orders for Daniel A. Moore's next Crimson Classic, the Crispy Screen, guys. Uh, what a name to commemorate the Fat Boys. This masterwork commemorates the screen pass to Caden Proctor that outsmarted Kirby and the Georgia defense. Proctor's catch and bulldog dozing run set up Ty Simpson's 3-yard touchdown just before the half, which was a big score for us, guys. Visit DanielMooreArt.com to see the artist's preliminary sketch and take advantage of a special pre-publication pricing for the crispy screen. Go ahead, get into that. Go get you one of those Kane Proctor prints. I'm super excited to get mine in because he's living a dream of all the fat boys. And go look up that crispy screen and get you one, guys.
All right, yeah, and that 25% off code right now. That's for if you missed if you didn't order and you're going, man, I wanted to get one. There you go, 25% off. We're going to run that for 2 weeks. Nobody else has that code but us. So the crispy
Nice.
screen, brand new, that we don't even know what
Nice.
it looks like in color yet. And you guys can go ahead and get your order in. So we appreciate those guys. Bama Tailgate is the promo code, newlifeart.com. And I love those Daniel Moore prints. I can't wait to send you yours and see it. Maybe you can put it in your background. All right, you talking about the game last week. You and a lot of former players were in town. I talked to Ryan Anderson yesterday. He was there. And then Kalen DeBoer was asked about having former players at the game, during his press conference yesterday. And he was like, he said, I love it. This is their program. It's ours all together. But they've built they're the ones that built this and made it what it is. And I love that they want to come back and are proud of what they accomplished. He also went on to say that he wants the guys on this team to see what you guys have done because a lot of those guys want to follow in your footsteps. So I thought that was awesome. When you make a coaching change, he obviously wasn't in the coaching tree. He's done a really nice job of opening the university football facility for you guys.
He absolutely has, man. It's been fun to go back. I can't lie. I've enjoyed myself every time I've been back, man. But I mean, that's what it's all about because I went to Alabama because of the guys that went there before me. You know what I'm saying? The groundwork was laid. I wanted to be a part of that, man. And we were just hungry teenagers that wanted to do our own thing and make our own mark. And it just to be appreciated for that now kind of makes me feel old. They ain't gonna lie, Mick. Um, being 10 years removed is kind of crazy. Like I got a wife and kids now when you think when you think about it. But it just makes you appreciate that experience all the more, Mick. I can't lie, man. And just It's like I go back and I don't usually sit with the other guys because I have a few friends that's at the game, right? And so I'm up in the nosebleeds, Mick, and I actually enjoy it up there. Me and my friends, and we watching the game, and I'm all the way up in like N10, you know what I'm saying? And people recognize me all the way up there. I'm taking pictures with people in the nosebleeds. I'm an offensive lineman from 2015. And just like, that shit's special, man. I can't
Yeah.
lie.
Yeah.
It's special. Like a lady FaceTime her son. He's the kicker at Alabama State. She like comes sits next to me and FaceTime. He's like, "Oh, this is my son. He's at Alabama State." I was just like, "Hey, what's up, bro?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just all those little random encounters, man, of people who've been like lifelong fans of the Tide and just and that was one lady, and this is the craziest thing, Mick. That was one lady sitting right in front of me, right? And she turns around and shows me a picture we took back in 2015, Mick.
Oh,
I'm in the damn nosebleeds. And she shows me a picture we took back in 2015. I'm in like full Bama, you know what I'm saying? Full Bama sweatsuit. And that just blew my mind that she recognized me on the spot. And it's stuff like that that makes going back special, man. It's just
yeah.
and because as special as it was for me, man, there's a bunch of people out there that have memories intertwined with me as well, just from my time there. And it gives you a deep appreciation to be a part of something that big, man.
Yeah. Yeah. It's awesome. It's so cool too. Are you going back this week for the Oklahoma game?
Nah, I'm tired, dog. I need a break.
It's a long weekend there. I'll be there. But by the way, we'll be there. The show will be there Friday at Innisfree from 1 to 3. And we appreciate so many people showing up and hanging out with us at Innisfree. So double header of shows. Our friends with the next round are doing their show there, and then we're doing our show there. So it's going to be a lot of activity, to say the least. It'll be a great time, and it shouldn't be as cold as it is right now. Which you tell me you like the cold.
I
I
love it.
don't like the cold at all.
I absolutely love the cold, Mick. Only time I didn't like the cold is like the first fall, winter after I had surgery on my legs. And just, oh my Jesus, dog. That was a miserable day. But other than that, I
Past,
love it, man.
past that, you've been pretty good.
Yeah, because I'm fat, Mick, and I don't sweat as much when it's that cold outside.
my bones hurt when I go outside and it's cold like that. Plus, I got the studio in the back, so I got to go outside to get in here. And I'm like, I don't have centralized heat in here. Now I have like a unit, but I I don't have a app to control it so I can make it warm before I get in too, so it's
All
like
right.
you get out here and that's no good. So let me just kind of get your feelings on this Oklahoma matchup, and then we'll do a little bit with Kalshi. But before that, I do want to say how much I appreciate Bod Coach. Been telling you about this, Shank. You get a personal trainer, Bod Coach /Bama. So it's BOD.coach/Bama. Go check it out. Just check it out. Trust me on this. But I hurt my back playing kickball at my work staff retreat. And then I got better, and then I was moving furniture, and I re-injured it. I couldn't move really. And I'm like, what do I do? Hey, they sent me like, what's it feel like? Boom, boom, boom. Like it's like having like not only someone to tell you what to do when you're working out, but gives you tips when you get hurt. And they you get text every day. But what I love about it is when I'm on the road and I have a gym, I can say, hey, we got dumbbells, we got this machine, we got that machine. I want to work this muscle group. And seconds really later, you get back a whole workout routine, and it shows you exactly how with animation to do those workouts. Find out for yourself. I know we're going through the holiday season, and we're going to try to eat a lot, but also not, grow out of our clothes. Bod Coach can help you do that, and check them out for yourself. At least give it a look, and I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. What are your thoughts on this game?
Let's see, Mick. I'm right there with you when you said Oklahoma has one of the best D lines we'll see this year. I
Yeah.
absolutely think they do. They're disruptive. They are fast. Oklahoma's defense is fast, man. I mean, This is not the Oklahoma of old that looked like a 7-on-7 team. You know what I'm saying? They're actually playing a little defense this year. They have a little physicality about them. You can say they kind of adapted to the SEC. Um, I think we gotta once again be ready to answer the bell from a physicality standpoint, Mick. They're not gonna come in and back down. But I think we need to take that next step forward and get some consistency about us. We need to get off to a fast start. I think the past couple games we've gotten off to a slow start, and that has attributed to us and our offensive struggles. So I think we need to get off on the right foot right out the gate, man. And not really much to say about the defense. They just need to keep doing what they're doing. They have been great. They have continued to make adjustments, and it seems like we're getting faster every game we play. And I said it before, Mick, our defense has been hungry for those turnovers, dog. We're forcing more and more turnovers. We're trying to get the ball out every chance we get. And if we continue to play that way, we're going to make it hell on any offense that steps in Brian Denny. Um, Oklahoma, they're explosive offensively, man. They have one of the better quarterbacks in the country running the Hams. Even though they've taken some tough losses, they'll be looking to bounce back here in Tuscaloosa per usual. And so we got to be ready to go, Mick.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I mean, like, and it feels like this is a great matchup for Alabama because it's a big game. I love the fact that it's at home. It's time to get a little revenge on these guys. The other thing is that they steal signs, and we know that they steal signs. So there should be no,
That's
no
crazy. They low
surprises there, right?
down. They
Yeah.
low down. They some cheaters. Man, golly. Them darn fake Crimson Sooners, man. You see, I got that fake Crimson, man. And he sign stealing and stuff, man. Y'all Bush League, line up and strap that shit up, man.
The funny thing is, like, Lane Kiffin's called him out on it. Anybody that they asked the, Coach DeBoer and Coach Grubb about it at the press conference. Like it's not surprising at all. Like they're not fooling anybody. So if Alabama doesn't do a better job of disguising their signs, then it's going to be on them, right?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, cheating only works if you let it work, dog. It's that stuff can be adjusted to. You can change signs. It's no big deal. But golly, Oklahoma, it's not very classy, man. You're gonna tarnish the league with your Bush League antics. Take that. Golly,
It's
like
so
do
funny.
better.
It's so
Yeah.
funny. This last year, you could tell they knew our signs. I mean, it was like they were in the backfield before we even snapped the ball. And you remember it was terrible watching that game.
Yeah, man. I guess if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying to win. Yeah, but
I've heard that.
geez.
I've heard that saying before. I've heard that. All right, last thing on the show, guys. And again, we are brought to you by Pearl River Resort. Jake and I are going to be there next week filming his next commercial that I'm actually supposed to be in. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully I can
Nice.
act well enough to handle that. But it's time for fun with Kalshi. Use our promo code Bama Tailgate, $10 free play when you sign up and trade $100, right? You guys know by now that we do Kalshi every day, which has been so much fun. And we'll do it again today. All right, let me start with I'm going to do some stuff that is outside of sports today, which is one of the things I love most about Kalshi is that guys like us that have other interests outside of sports can it's like an exchange market. Honestly, it's not like betting, but it kind of is, right? But that's all the stock market is, right? So it's legal in all 50 states, even here in Alabama. Better odds because you're not giving up house vig. The prices are set by supply and demand, no limits. Winners don't get cut off. Live trading. You're not blocked mid-game. Flexibility, cash out anytime, transparent pricing, and it's beyond just football, right? And we've paid close attention to the Lane Kiffin coaching search. So maybe since you played for him, I'll get into that one. But I want to start with this one. Your opinion on this. Who is going to be the wealthiest person in the world this year?
Oh, dang. That question's a little out of my tax bracket, Mick.
There's one
Whoa.
guy that just seems to kind of stand above everyone else in this day and age. And some
Yeah.
people feel like this guy may even be a time traveler because of his ability to create things, including this is where all the money is anyway. This guy has kind of turned, battery powered cars into a thing.
Oh, okay. Okay. So
You
we're
don't have to
thinking,
have that as your answer, but that's where the rest of the world is right now. Kalshi says 95% of the people putting their money that Elon Musk ends up as the richest guy in the world. Now, his car company, Tesla, did take a hit a little bit when he got into government once Donald Trump was elected president. Larry Ellison's in that mix, and Mark Zuckerberg, the guy that did Facebook, is and other stuff is in there, and you start going through. But I kind of feel like it's Elon Musk too. The guy does rockets to the moon, and he says we're going to get to Mars. Do you think we'll get to Mars?
oh,
Let me ask you this: do you think we got to the moon? I don't. I think that in 1969, there's no way that they got
are
to
we
the
doing
moon.
this right now, Mick?
I
Oh
was
my
saying,
God.
people know
Are we
I've
doing
talked
this
about
right
this
now?
before. That you go out and look at the cars from 1969, let alone the space rocket technology. And when you start hearing like people that are scientists talk about how many, tanks of gas it would have taken to get their fuel and back, I don't know. I'm just one of these guys that kind of, why aren't we there now if it's so easy?
Yeah, man. Hey, look. All I'm saying is, recently, right? Recently, with all our technology, Mick, we had people in space on a satellite that we couldn't get back. They
Yeah.
were stuck out there. You know what I'm saying? So you expect me to believe that we successfully went to the moon and back, like it was all peaches and cream? Hey, man. You know what? Don't get me started on this, man.
Yeah. I'm
This is a
with you,
deep
man.
rabbit hole. This is a
Well,
deep.
my grandparents had a 1969 car, and I mean, if you went and looked at this thing now, like there's no electronics in there. It's all a really thick metal, right? And I mean, like it's a safe car, but they had, I want to say it was like a 1969 Cadillac, and it was like almost the color green of this shirt right here. There's no way that if that's what you're working with on car technology, that if there's anything related to that in a spaceship, that you're taking that spaceship to the moon and back.
Hey, man.
It just come on, man.
Hey,
Somebody's going, what are these guys talking about? Do your research, because when you start doing it, you're like, hey, we're kind of our government's being a little sneaky on this one.
I'm saying, man. Look, either somebody lying, mate. The technology back then was better, or there's a regression in technology now. But everything can't be true at one time, man. Like somebody got to be lying, because
Right.
we struggle to get in and out of space now as is. I've already seen Elon's damn rockets being towed down rivers because they failed as I'm getting on the cruise ships down in Tampa, man.
You
Like
saw that.
I
How about the
seen
one that
this.
he's got that like it like kind of it comes back down, and then it like sits in that thing? Like we didn't have any of that in 1969.
Yeah, man. And then on top of that, what's our end goal going to Mars, dog? What are we doing?
Do you want to
What
go? Do you want to be on the ship?
like we got real life problems down on Earth right now, and we trying to go to Mars, man.
some of the stuff that we're trying to do, right? Do you think that, and this is a side topic before I ask you, I'm shifting gears and asking a football question before you and I scare everybody off, but this is our show. If we didn't have that Bama logo rolling around on the top of the screen, this was probably what we talked about.
Oh, it'll probably get weird for sure.
Okay. Do you think that there's ever been like life on Mars? I mean, what people got to remember is that the planet's 2 billion years old, right? We're just a couple thousand. So this could have happened before and come back. Who knows
Yeah.
whatever happened? Could there have ever been life on Mars before?
Yeah, man, I do believe in aliens. I believe in the extraterrestrial, man, but I
Oh, me
also
too.
believe, you know what I'm saying? Because that's why there's depths of the ocean that we can't get to.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why there's parts of the space that needs to be left alone. You know, it's just some stuff you don't need to know, Mick. We just need to stay in our little bubble on stuff because once the cat's out of the bag,
What's
it's
gonna
out.
happen? Yeah, we got the ships on camera now. Like there's just
You
no,
see,
there's no
see.
denying it. All right, let me ask you. Now, let me switch gears back to football. University of Florida, the Gators have a football coach opening. Who do you think is going to be the next coach at Florida?
Oh, hear me
Just
out here.
throw a name out. Just throw a name out there. It
Hear
doesn't
me
matter
out
who.
here. Lane Kiffin.
Okay, good. You're with everybody else. Look at that.
Yeah.
55% of the Kalshi money has Lane Kiffin, 18% Eli Drinkowitz, 10% Jed Fish. Tell me why Lane Kiffin's going to be the next coach, because the
And,
Kalshi markets agree with you.
yeah, because me personally, man, I think he's done all that he's going to do at Ole Miss. I think it's time for a bigger market, and I think Florida is that place to be, man. And on top of that, Lane has put Florida receivers in the NFL. Let's talk about Amari Cooper, Calvin Ridley, Jerry Judy. You know, these are all guys that Lane once upon a time had as his receivers at Bama,
Right.
and they were explosive during that time there. And we know the type of offensive guru that Lane Kiffin is. And you mean to tell me that he wouldn't just absolutely dominate down there in that Florida market where athletes are abundant, man?
Yeah.
Speed is a way of life. You know what I'm saying? And I
Why
think
are
that
they so fast down there? What's going on there that makes these guys so fast?
I
A lot of
don't know,
skill
man.
guys in Florida.
Hey, it's just football's a lifestyle, and it starts at an early age. Those kids train early on, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's not something they just wake up and decide that they like one day. It's something that's ingrained in them from youth. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so I just think that Florida has all the resources and all the athletes to allow Lane Kiffin to take that next step as a coach, man, and get to that get over that hill. And because he's too good of a coach to stay in Ole Miss for too much longer.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. Now, the last thing we have to do before we wrap it up, and I this is a little bit late because I almost forgot, but we do this every week. We give out our game balls, right? So we got to give out our LSU game balls, offense, defense, and I don't know about special teams, but offense and defense.
Special
Hey,
teams
they
to
got
be
down on those
determined.
kickoffs. They tackled good on the kid, and LSU has a lot of tough returners. So you can
Yeah,
give
all right.
that.
So we'll start special teams. We'll give the special teams game ball to the kickoff coverage unit
Yes.
because they absolutely did their thing, man. Historically, we like to knock LSU around on kickoff coverage, man. So you think back to those, yeah, Reuben
Dude,
Foster hits on Fournette.
the missile.
And yeah, that's right. That's right. So we're going kickoff coverage team for
All
special
right, yeah,
teams,
I'm
man.
with you on that one. All right, how about offense for this game?
Offense, I'm going Daniel Hill, man. We got to see more Daniel Hill.
Right.
It's like he's so good. He gets downhill right now. He's a bigger back. He leans on people, and our run game just looks different when he's in the game.
Hmm.
Nothing against Jam Miller, but I'm going Daniel Hill. We need to see more of him, man.
Had a touchdown in the game on 7 carries. Daniel Hill. My game ball on offense is going to Josh Cuevas. I know he didn't get in the end zone, but he had 4 catches for 58 yards. And he always seems to be open, even when he's not open. And he makes the catches. He's a great security blanket for Ty. And I just think that he needs to be recognized for helping this team succeed.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right, defense, game balls on defense. And there were some ballers on defense in this game.
I'm going to Kyle Hill, man.
Yeah, I was going to do that too.
Yeah, I got you today,
You
Mick.
did. You did.
Hey, my boy was all over the field. He showed up, man. I think he actually ended up being the highest grade linebacker from that game, if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken. And so we got to give him his flowers, well deserved.
Yeah, forced a fumble, 5 tackles, 3 solos. You know, Yanze Pierre had 2 sacks in the game, and he's an honorable mention, but I got to give it to Deontay Lawson, who's finally getting healthy, right? 9 tackles led the team, 5 solos. He's all over the place. This Oklahoma game is his chance because he got hurt last year against Oklahoma, and that's when our things start to really go south for us. Get back out there, help us beat them guys. I'm sure he's going to have a huge game. And there's our game balls. All right, the last thing I want to say is today I got my flag up in there. I don't know if you see that right there. It's Veterans Day. My dad was a veteran. That flag is part of when I redesigned the studio. I was like, I got to put that in there, in here. I'm not a very materialistic guy. People that know me know that, but that is the flag that was on his coffin when he died, and I got it, and I thought, you know, of all the things that I have in my life, that's one thing that I put at the very top of the list of anything, because it means a lot more than just, just the box that it's in and the flag itself. And I'm proud of him for serving his country. And honestly, proud of all of you guys that have sacrificed your time, your efforts for the United States of America. And I hope all you guys have a great day today, because we appreciate you.
Absolutely. Shouts out to my father-in-law, man. He was a Navy veteran. Also shout out to my wife's dad as well. He is a Marine veteran, man. And so, respects to y'all today. Appreciate y'all, everything you do, and roll tide.
Roll Tide, everybody. We're brought to you by Pearl River Resort, Philadelphia, Mississippi. The Azaleas, the Oaks, 2 amazing golf courses at Dancing Rabbit Golf Course. It's the Augusta that you can play. Philip M. Steakhouse is just amazing in the Silver Star Casino. And then we're going to be at Golden Moon at the Sports Book. We're going to be there next week, Jay Coker and me. But we want to invite you guys to go down, and we appreciate everything that they do. They got the Vegas-style Sports Book right there. They got bars. They got the golf course. They got just when you are looking for a place to go, hour and a half from Tuscaloosa, 2 and change from Birmingham, it really is fun there, and they got you covered with pretty much everything you need for a good time. Bring your buddies. All right, for Shank, I'm Mick. Thanks, guys. Roll Tide. We'll talk to you soon.
I may not suit up on Saturdays anymore, but I'm still in the game.
Let's roll.
In here, I call the plays, make adjustments, and lay it on the line. Want to feel that fire, that rush? Then you've got to get in the game. I used to say it in the tunnel, and I still say it now. Let's roll.
Let's roll.
We're presented by Bod Coach, and you can tell I'm slimming up over here, and it's because of Bod Coach. This is absolutely amazing. It's your personal trainer that is with you 24/7. So when I go to hotels or when I'm on the road, I type in, hey, look, I got equipment. This is what I have, and it'll make a workout specifically for me, what I want, what exercises I want. When I'm at home or I'm in a hotel and there's no way I can get to the gym, it'll say, hey, this is what I want to work on today, and it sends you personalized workout plans. It's really awesome. And they contacted me a few weeks ago to be a spokesman. I said, well, I want to try this. Bod Coach is fantastic. Like, I use it all the time. I mean, and if I'm telling you, man, like, it makes working out when you are on the go like me so much better. Just because I don't always know I didn't play football at Alabama. I didn't have Scott Cochran yelling, yeah, and telling me what workouts to do. So anyway, I'm going to put in the body on the YouTube all about Bod Coach. Get you guys signed up there, but tell them you heard it on Bama Tailgate.
When you head to the Smoky Mountains, it's only natural to visit Sevierville. Say it with me now. It ain't that hard. Sevierville. Give me some fit. Your Smokies start here.